My name's Stephen Gallagher. I'm the narrative director on Thief.
So talk a little bit about the story. What's the big picture story going on here in this reboot?
Okay, I'll try and be as brief as I can. It's quite a story. I mean, Garrett basically has a protege named Erin, a younger girl who he tries to teach to be a master thief. But Garrett's more the kind of guy, as a thief, he only kills he doesn't kill without thought or good reason, whereas Erin tends to kill quite easily. So on a job she kills, basically they argue, they split apart. This just drives Garrett crazy. So for a few years they don't see each other again, but then Basso, Garrett's old friend and fence, brings them back together again for the biggest job he's ever had, thinking it won't be a problem, but something bad happens. She kills again because of an action that Garrett does. So basically she falls to her death, and then Garrett falls too, he's knocked unconscious, and this is where the mystery begins. When he awakens, he's coming back into the city, time has passed, he's been away for a year. And so basically he just has to open up this mystery and kind of build up what's happened and uncover a deeper, darker, more personal secret that threatens to tear his world apart.
Can you talk a little about how the story unfolds within the gameplay experience itself?
You know, the main story takes place across the missions, what we call the missions. So the main chapters, if you will, they have a very targeted objective that follows the narrative. It's a very emotionally powerful single arc for the story. But after every mission, after every chapter, you then come back to what we refer to as the city hubs. The city is where Garrett lives, it's his home, and we kind of strongly promote the player going around, explore, find all the extra side content that we've put in there. You know, that's where you'll be able to find shops to, the black market, if you will, to upgrade your equipment and stuff like that. So.
When it comes to some of the side missions and stuff, can you give us an idea of some of the different things people can explore outside of the main missions?
Well, they're smaller, obviously, than the main chapters would be. They tend to be, I don't know, they give... What I will say is that the main narrative arc is quite dark and mature. The side content gives you more ability to be, you know what, you can do something maybe maybe more funny or maybe more mysterious or whatever it might be. So they give you kind of like different themes, different feels. There's a lot of jobs and opportunities, small things that, you know what, you might be just going down the street and thinking, what is this? You trip over a dead body, find a note, and like, oh, hang on, this is interesting. You'll follow that little trail and then, you know, find a loot that you never realized existed. So it's a lot of these things. Also, eavesdropping and seeing things you shouldn't see plays a massive part in the game, as well as in the missions. In the City Hub, it's full of this kind of stuff where you can hear stuff going on and kind of build up the story of where you live and really get the player kind of connected and immersed in that.
Can you talk a little bit about the PC gaming, how far it's come since the original Thief came out?
Yeah, PC gaming since the original, it's moved on a long way. The original games are still awesome. I mean, that's one of the reasons we didn't just remake the originals, because you can still buy them and play them. This new one, obviously, running on the high-end PCs, we did the really cool thing with AMD at the San Diego Comic-Con. That was really great. We were running the game on those high-end PCs while the people watched the demos. I know the tech guys have been working a lot with the AMD crew, trying to make sure they can take advantage of all the stuff they've got. I'm just a dumb story guy. I don't know everything they're going on about with that, but certainly all the audio stuff that they've got going on. I walked past in QA, I saw the iFinity thing was up and running. That looked really sweet. What it's enabled us to do, I suppose, with this new world is to connect with it. When you look at what we have Garrett's in the world, the hands, he touches, you look down, you see your body, you know, there's a lot of immersion, a lot of high levels of detail going on, and so being able to push the power on the AMD stuff really allows us to make this world that's incredibly connectable to the player's experience. You know?